Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is the 16th of February, and it is a Tuesday here in the States, or this is for Wednesday in the 17th of February. If you're in Australia and New Zealand, the moon spends the majority of the day in Aries. It does slip into Taurus at 10:13 p.m. The last aspect it has while in Aries is actually a supportive sextile to Uranus, to the sun in Aquarius. And that happens, I think, around 8:13 or so. And then the moon is void for 2 hours, and then it moves into Taurus, of course, which is a much more sort of stabilizing influence. This Aries moon has been very active. We have seen that in the United States, as it seems as though many new strategies are being employed and new announcements. They announced a sort of 9/11 style commission into what happened at the Capitol. So that is something that will be developed, I guess, which is an announcement that came from the acquittal of the President of the United States for inciting an insurrection. So we're going to get answers to that. We're going to find out eventually who was responsible for that. Will we get the whole story? That's always up in the air. It kind of depends on who the power brokers are at the time. But we're certainly going to get to know more than what we know. So that's where that stands. But let's move on to what's ahead of us. The sextile between the sun and the moon today, later in the day, but of course its influence is felt all day, is one of communication, getting information out there, getting the facts. I'm actually walking around in the snow in my Birkenstocks, and now my foot is full of snow, which is not good. At least I have a sock on. Anyway, so if you're looking around here, it is raining here where I live, and it's warmish. Let me see. Let's see, what does it say on the thing here? It's warmish. I say it's 50. Is that right? It is 50 today here on the southeastern coast of Massachusetts. And I know there are plenty of you people in a deep freeze without electricity. And so we send our love and if I could send some blankets, I would. My husband, Michael, said that people don't have blankets in Texas. And no electricity, and it's freezing, so I hope you guys are staying warm. I think that's no blankets in hotels or something, but oh my goodness, this is crazy, right? All of this weather stuff, as I understand it, and as I've been taught by my teacher, the weather is a expression of the emotions of the country or the area where the weather is occurring. So I don't know if any of you in Texas are feeling frozen out or in a place of stasis. I don't know. You can comment on that. I guess that's a good experiment to see. What's it doing and what are you feeling? I mean, here it feels like a thaw. It feels like it does feel like spring is not quite here. You get this smell around here when spring happens. There's a crisp. It's not a warm smell. It's a crisp smell, but it's a smell that comes with a newness to it. That's how I experience spring here. And then generally it's very wet and it's very gray. It's very muddy and it's very slushy and it's very squishy. But you do get that day. I haven't felt it yet. It's actually a little too balmy for that today, which is weird because I know a lot of you are really suffering the weather. And I know this is supposed to be an astrological talk, but There's not much happening today, except for conversation. So I guess that's what I'm doing with you guys. Talking about the weather, right? If you can't talk about anything, talk about the weather. And the weather certainly gives us a lot to talk about, it seems. So I'm going to let you guys go. This is a good day to open the lines of communication, to gather information, double check your information. Mercury is still retrograde. There is a lot of potential. We can feel something shifting below our feet, or we can feel a tension that is most likely going to express itself soon. I feel as though it might be more of a seismic thing. I don't exactly know what that means, but in some way the ground will shake for us. Perhaps locally, in some cases, but perhaps in your own life. If you can feel it coming, know that it's coming. You'll be okay through it. It may be a little bit shocking, but aren't we used to that by now, right? So we'll just go with the flow and move with the changes. And I remember when I used to be a football fan, and you'd watch the running back sort of like run in one direction and then change direction really quick and deke. I think it was called deking, right? Does anybody remember that? And just sort of like seeing where the openings are, like a running back, like a great running back. Sometimes you got to plow through stuff, which is what we've been doing, and other times an opening shows itself, and you have to quickly change direction to move in that, and so you can take advantage of the hole that's been created by the linebackers, I guess. Wow. This is weird. It's all the sports metaphors. I was a huge sports fan, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. Hi, little sparrow. Here's a sparrow. Hi, baby. Aren't you cute? He's like, hi, no. Can you move so I can eat my seed now, lady? Yes, I know. The sparrows are very chatty. I actually have a guide. The first guide I ever got like a name on, ever. She's been with me for years, and her name is Sparrow Woman. She's a Native American. And we have a gajillion sparrows around here. We feed them. They're kind of an introduced species, so they have wreaked a lot of havoc. But I still feed them. I feed everybody. I love everybody. All right, guys. Much love. Take care. Have a great day. You see the opening, change direction quickly, tuck the ball underneath, and forward ahead. All right. Much love, guys. Take care.